Greetings. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I wanted to drop a mindful message today because really it's a reminder, right? Because everyone you meet isn't going to treat you right, right? Oftentimes people will misunderstand you, they will underestimate you, and just simply mistreat you. But I wanted to make something clear, right? That if you're experiencing this, there's nothing wrong with you, right? So if you are feeling sorry for yourself, or if you're questioning your worth, or even shrinking just to keep the peace, I want to offer you a different perspective, right? Because I was thinking and I come to the conclusion that what if the real assignment isn't to fix how people treat you, but to allow it to be a reminder to just stay focused on your journey? People going to talk, haters going to hate. It's part of life. But stay focused on your journey and where you're going in life. Because when the world around you gets shaky, there are a few things that you can do to anchor yourself that will keep you moving forward, right? And that's what today's message is about. So, thank you for tuning in to Sunlight Refuge. You know, the name of the game is motivation, inspiration, and growth. My name is Tracey, and I will be your guide today. So, again, you can't control what people do. You can't control what people say, right? But what you can absolutely control is how you allow it to affect or don't affect your journey, right? So, how do you stay focused on your journey when people around you are just not treating you well, right? They're just not treating you right. And you may begin to question yourself, you know? One, the biggest thing for me is just staying focused and staying connected to the Most High, right? Strengthening my relationship with the Most High. And let me tell you why. Because when you are dealing with all the riffraff of the world, right? You stay grounded and don't let that shake you because you know that your feet are planted in good soil, right? Your feet are planted in the direction and guidance of the Most High. That will help you to be able to cut through the noise, right? Because oftentimes people will try to make it seem like it's you, right? Beware of people who do not take accountability for their actions. I'm scared of those people, right? When you cannot admit anything that you've done, your influence on anything, that's a problem for me. That's a red flag for me, right? Because we all fall short, right? And taking accountability is important on that journey. How are you ever going to learn? You know what I'm saying? It's okay. People make mistakes. It's not the mistake always. It's it's about what do you do after you make the mistake, right? That's where I feel that true character is exposed. You know, it'll show up the way that it shows up. People who don't take accountability, or people who do. People who can say, I apologize, and people who just act like they did absolutely nothing wrong, right? But when you have your relationship with the Most High and it's strong, your identity is not dependent on other people's opinions. You don't care. Because I know at the end of the day, the Most High is proud of me. Is okay with me, smiles down on me, continue to grace me with his favor, right? And the same goes for you. So keeping that relationship will be your number one defense, right? To the madness that we experience throughout our journey, throughout our life here. You know what I'm saying? So instead of reacting to people, just focus on aligning with your life and your divine guidance, right? Let your connection with the Most High be stronger than any of the noise around you, because it's going to be a lot of noise. It's going to be a lot of people not taking accountability. It's going to be a lot of putting your describing word, right? And that's okay. Like, you just got to expect it. Like, this is the world that we live in. It's the good, the bad, the in, the out, the up and down, the left, the right. We live in a whole spectrum from left to right, right? And everything in between, right? But you don't have to accept that from people, right? Now, what you don't want to do is just get into a back and forth with somebody who has a small mind, the small minded people, right? You don't have to do that. It reminded me of, what's the saying, when someone smack you in the face, you turn the other cheek, right? And we recognize that as a metaphor, meaning that when somebody does you wrong, do you wrong, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you gotta let go and let God. Not to say that you don't stand up for yourself, but you don't have to be in that back and forth with people. People going through all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? People dealing with all kind of stuff. I don't deal with people like that. I keep telling y'all, like, protect your peace at all costs. If somebody is disrupting your peace and they have no intentions on making it right, they gotta go. Right? Because why? You got your journey. You're here for a reason. So what else you can do instead of dealing with all the hoopla that comes with small-minded type people? Focus on your financial report card, right? Focus on your money. You know what I'm saying? Focus on that stewardship, you know what I'm saying, that responsibility, because your financial life is part of that. Instead of wasting all your time and your energy on the negativity, invest in you, invest in your future, invest in building financial stability, right? Invest in learning about money and economics. It's important, right? To strengthening your future and the generations behind you, and even the ones who came before you, right? Building your kingdom businesses. Focus on that, because your financial report card is a reflection of you and your participation in it, and your education in it, and your wisdom in it, and your discipline. You know what I'm saying? Having a budget doesn't mean you gotta just, you know what I'm saying, you can't do absolutely anything. I absolutely have a budget, and I'm absolutely fine, right? but I know where my money has to go so it can work for me. You know what I'm saying? So instead of focusing on the negativity, what other people is doing, are you saving? How much are you saving? What's your saving plan? What are you investing in? Right? What have you learned about investment? We talk about financial literacy like all the time, right? So what are you learning? What changes have you made in your life to get to your financial responsibility? If you already at your financial, you reach your financial responsibility goals, you know what I'm saying? What are you doing to help the other people around you? Right? Because if you got the blueprint, help other people. Now they can choose not to do it all they want to. That's not that's not your responsibility there. But giving them that information, you know what I'm saying? Because it's you don't want to have a crab in the barrel mentality, right? You don't want to hoard. You don't want to just acting like you better than somebody, or you know what I'm saying? That's not what all this is about. Freedom is about liberation. It's not about keeping somebody down or pointing at somebody when they don't have it as quickly as you do, or whatever the scenario may be. Like, that's not what it's about. So while others is over there busy talking about you, just stay busy on building and becoming. And if you already became, help somebody else become. That's what it is, right? And another thing, your health. Focus on your health. Protect your health. Your health is your foundation for everything in life. You can't move the way that you need to move if your vehicle is all jacked up, right? I'm so sick of pills. You know what I'm saying? It's like we have to be more diligent in learning how to take care of ourselves. Like, you can't allow other people, places, or things to tell you how to take care of you. One thing about us is that we are all individuals. There is no cookie cutter answer to everything that we got going on. But a lot of it starts with what you put in your body. And what that means is what you put in your gut, what you put in your ears, what you let come out your mouth, what penetrates your third eye, what activates and deactivates your throat chakra. Like, it's all of these things. What are you allowing? You know what I'm saying? Your financial health, or excuse me, your health is important. It requires and deserves your focus, right? And sometimes you'll realize, like, wow, I've really been duped. Guess what? It's a lot of people who have been duped. But it doesn't mean you can't come back from it. Doesn't mean you can't change it. Right? I read that they are changing the SNAP benefits to where, like, sodas and like junk foods and things of that nature, like, you won't be able to buy those things no more. And I was like, I'm really not opposed to that, because it's not helping us at all. It's not helping you at all. So sometimes you just gotta take it away completely. If you want to buy that, you buy it with your own dime. Get over there to the produce section. You know what I'm saying? Get you something else. Learn to plant something. I gotta get better at planting something. I'm a good helper, but like just having my own thing, like I'm still learning, but hey, I'm learning. You know what I'm saying? And my children are learning. That's important to me. You know what I'm saying? At least I know that it came from my place, it came from my hands, it came from my soil, it came from my tender loving care, it came from me. And those be one of the proudest moments when we harvest and eat what we grew. You know what I'm saying? So let your health be your foundation in everything that you do. So instead of like getting into an emotional state and having emotional stress and you know what I'm saying, letting people just come and disrupt your peace, like no. You know what I'm saying? No. My peace is non-negotiable. Your peace is non-negotiable. So instead of carrying all that, just redirect the energy. Focus on nourishing your body. Focus on finding your peace. Focus on, strengthening your relationship. Focus on protecting your peace. Focus on that. Focus on you. Because it's very important. Your body is your home and you are responsible for guiding it. Right? Because we all come here with a purpose. And this world will get you off track on what you came here to do. How you came to allow your God essence to uplift and help humanity. Right? That's a real thing. That's a real responsibility. That requires your focus. So anchor yourself in your life purpose. Don't worry about what people got going on. Some people lose a lot of years of progress because they just get just distracted by the negativity. Then you look up and you look back and you all upset because your life ain't going the way you want it to go. But that ain't nobody else's fault. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to look up and look back and you just wasted so much time. Right? Because that's where you're going to have regret. So we don't want to do that. Keep your focus on what you was created to build and contribute here, right? So focus on what are you here to create? What gifts were placed inside of you to exalt God and help humanity, right? Who is waiting to be helped by your life's purpose, right? Who's waiting on you? People are waiting on you. That's why you can't get sidetracked by all this other stuff, because I need you to be your best self and you need me to be my best self, and we need each other to be our best selves so we can exalt God and help humanity and just get from underfoot of all of this chaos. Right? We're here, but we're not of here. Right? So don't allow the small-minded treatment from others to pull you away from the bigger picture, from the actual purpose, right? People may not always treat you right, and that's just the reality of life. It is what it is. It's going to happen. People are not going to believe you. People are going to treat you wrong. People are going to do this. People are going to do that. It's just, it comes with, it's a casualty of life, I suppose, right? But you don't have to let it define you. You don't have to let people's opinions of you define who you really are. You know who you are. The Most High know who you are. And guess what? That's all that matters. That's it. That's all that matters. So strengthen your relationship with the Most High and stay disciplined on your finances. Focus on your money. Get your money up. Create your financial vehicles, right? I'm teaching my children right now, like, you need to be focusing on retirement. That's the goal. You know what I'm saying? Because they breaking us apart. I'm seeing so many of our elderly people still gotta work a job. That's not by choice. That's the world we live in, where you can have billions and trillions and barely have thousands. The wealth gap is real, right? Take care of your health. Don't become part of the crew where they just trying to one up each other with how many pills they take a day. No, right? But it starts with decisions. Don't look at it as what's being taken away. Look at how you can enhance what you like and do it in a more health conscious way, right? And if you in one of these like big cities and stuff, like, go see somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like Dr. Yaki, go see him. Dr. Bobby Price, go see him. Even if you can't see him, everybody's doing virtual things now. Everybody's giving free content online. Don't let the content just be for, excuse my French, shits and giggles. No, learn something. Find something out. Make something for yourself. You know, I just ain't go. You need to get up, get out, and do something. Go do something. You can do this. No matter what age you are, you can do this. It's so much information out there. How are you using it? How are you using it? Because it can always be used for the low vibration, it can be used for the high vibration, and everything in the middle, right? That's where you got to be diligent. This is your life. Things will happen, but you can't stay stuck. You still got to be moving. Things is always going to happen. Try to identify why these things are happening so we can eliminate them, right? Because when you stay focused on what truly matters, you keep moving forward no matter what anybody else says. And that's the goal. People gonna say, people gonna talk. People not gonna like what you don't even have to be doing nothing. People just not gonna like you because they just not gonna like you. But guess what? That's just a small fraction of the people who actually like you. The people who actually enjoy your company. The people who actually want to hear what you have to say. The people who encourages your life's purpose and your journey. Those are the people. Those are the people that we focus on. Right? So, if you got value out of this video, if you got encouragement out of this video, if you know someone who can use the information out of this video, share it with them. Have a conversation with them. You can leave me a comment, you cannot leave me a comment, but the goal is to get the information and do something about it. We about that action, right? We about that action. So stay focused on your path and remember, Building a positive lifestyle, it starts with the choices that we make every single day. What type of choices are you going to make today? Okay? So, till the next time, have a wonderful, wonderful day.